Come on, bro. They bullshitting me though. It's all good.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Oh, shit.
It'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
They go play action. Mayfield. Here's Tucker, complete on the right side. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it's second down. Throwing, Mayfield. Evans has it left side. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A man who grew up right here in Kansas City at Center High School. It's Rachaad White. And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. White. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Now they send a man in motion right. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rachaad White. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that Woody
He would have
Hayes?
kept it on the ground.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Yellow, 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 yellow. Hey, Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
A tight one. 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. The second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Valdez-Scantling in motion left.
Hey, 15. 15. Fight on these two. Yellow.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Yellow.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 69 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. Screen play, McKinnon. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
Good call there on 1st down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
This 2nd and 4. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jarek McKinnon. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
15.
They run once more with... And now a fumble. The ball's out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Two minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7, our score. Second and short now following the fumble. From the gun, they will run McKinnon. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Come back! 43!
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Focus, boys, focus! Stay on point, fellas. It's all about teamwork. Line, Easy. Yellow.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Justin Watson. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have retaken the lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. That's caught. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Play fake. Mayfield. Got a man downfield. It's Otten. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Mayfield off the play fake. Airing this one out for Evans. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here at their own 23. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead.
And he loses the football a 2nd time. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, I mean, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage and ahead of the deep coverage. Put the ball right on him.
Mahomes now on 1st down. He's across midfield, and he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So this just a 5-point game as we resume action in this 2nd half on EA Sports. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first two quarters, they had two costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't...
And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. Mike Edwards picks it off. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. And that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 83 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. It's tipped, but it doesn't matter. He still catches it. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A very solid gain of 27.
All right, you and I both know that was a lucky play. But again, I give him credit. Going up on the tip and catching that one.
Stayed with it. Made his own luck, didn't he?
And he used his size there. Had a defensive back mentality to go up and get the ball on the tip. But used his size. I mean, tight ends going up and getting it, sometimes they can knock people out of the way and finish the play.
Mahomes, a throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Mahomes going to throw. He finds McKinnon, complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Touchdown! Patrick Mahomes finding Mecole Hardman as his guys are able to extend their lead. Butker on for the PAT. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield or man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
Airing this one out for Evans. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. And they're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And he is caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They're going to hurry back to the line now. First down, here's White. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Now 2nd and 5. Now Mayfield. He's got White here. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Mayfield on first down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now back to the ground game with White. And not much running room. Down to the 32. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. Opting to run again here with White. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 23, this is 2nd and 3. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. The end result, 21 yards.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rashad White, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Buccaneers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. This taken in at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4.
Yellow.
2nd down and 3. This one complete. It's Rashee Rice. Still going. And finally marked down at the 23. A big play there for KC. 43 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Running left to give to Pacheco. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, a 23-yard run. And the Chiefs are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught at the 5. And this play is not going to work. He's out of bounds, well shy of the goal line, and the try for 2 unsuccessful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll go up the middle with White, and he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Mayfield looks to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. First down, Mayfield. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They run straight ahead here with White. And tough sledding. They'll get maybe a yard, stop short of the 35. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. Mayfield now. On the left side, a catch by White. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Mayfield to throw it. Delivering a pass here to Evans on the out route. And now they're in the hurry up. On the handoff, this is White. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground with White. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. White. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a two-point conversion. In motion right, Evans. They'll try and run it here, but he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 4. Here's Pacheco headed right. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
A give right side for Pacheco. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for, because they'll need to continue to rely on him to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Here's Pacheco once again. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And this is going to be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Hey, 57 color, 57 color. 15.
To throw is Mahomes. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Chiefs first down. And that's the one that should seal the victory. It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap this one up. So after the conversion on fourth, here's first and 10 just outside of the red zone. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the fourth quarter, trying to get to the finish line. And here, they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101? Check that box.
Hey, 57. Hey, 57. Hey, 57. Yellow. Come back.
Mahomes will throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good. And that one falls incomplete. And they're left now with just 2 seconds here in the first half. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you've got no shot then.
Hey, only 33.
One last shot for Mayfield here. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time is run out now on this game. A higher-scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League. But fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. I'd like to be those defensive coaches that wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Kansas City.